Hey y'all, I have no idea what I'm doing, so bear with me here. This is the very first time I'm going to be making a full YouTube video, and if no one's watching it, it's from my personal journey. So hey, if someone's here, someone's not, that's fine by me. But it's just better for me to learn how to look into the camera, learn how to try new things, learn more about how to rediscover myself. So let's figure this out. So, my name is Ashley. I am from Chesapeake, Virginia. I was born in Norfolk, Virginia, which is both of them close together. I was born, I'm a 92 kid, so I am about to be 33 this year. I'm a Virgo, so you like me or not, I'm a Virgo, so I feel. But I'm also a mother of two kids. I have a boy and a girl. My firstborn, he was born 3 months premature, and my daughter was born 1 day late. He was born 1 pound 14 ounces. She was born 10 pounds 4 ounces. So that was interesting. I have no normal births on that one, but I'll probably make another video about that in more detail in a later time. I am also a certified medical assistant. I've been a medical assistant for 4 years. I graduated from Brighton Stratton with my associates of applied science in medical assisting. I also have my bachelor's in healthcare administration or health services administration. I told they are both interchangeable with each other. During my bachelor's, I did become a salutatorian, which is the spot that's slightly below the valedictorian. So we're next in line. But that was one of my greatest moments of achievement. So I'm thinking about going back to school again. So right now, I currently work with healthcare insurance. I've been doing it since June of last year. It's been a very interesting experience because I did want to learn more about the administrative side of things because I was mostly clinical. My first job after graduating, I graduated 2020 during the pandemic. I worked at a place called MRCT Diagnostics. So I was working with medical imaging. So I was basically the person who would triage that person. Well, I wouldn't say triage, is more like let them know what they can and cannot wear in the MRI scanner, assist with IVs, assist with injections, making sure they get their film or CDs or their images. So it was kind of like, it was very much fun. I enjoyed it there, but then partnership happened and the pay was just, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. So I ended up going to another place, but then they had another merger. And the thing with mergers is it messes everybody up if it's not done correctly. And those type things, those procedures and policies take time. I wasn't happy there either. So after graduating that you just like, okay, I need to do something that's a little bit towards my degree. So eh. So I know going to health insurance. It's a different ball game. It's different. I work from home, but I'm here more closer to my kids. So I am appreciative of that opportunity. It's not too bad, but there are some pros and cons to it. Might make a video about that too, but yeah, there's some pros and cons to working at home. I do have other things going on, other projects and stuff. I am a children's book author. I made a little book called it's called The Carrot Tastic Ninja Bunnies. I made that around 2021. I'm thinking about making another book about it. Just like I said, I'm a single parent as well, so money money is a big factor here. I have to prioritize what I need to prioritize in order to make sure my kids are okay and myself as well. I also used to be do songwriting, do poetry. I love writing. You could tell me anything. I love creative writing. Academic papers, if it's APA format, I can do. The MLM thing, that's a whole different ballgame for me. I like research papers. I'll do a research paper over the MLM thing. No, it's not for me. But if you got an APA format paper, I can do that in day. You'd say it's a week deadline. I could do it within 2 days. That's just how much I love to write. So right now, I've been living in Chesapeake since my senior year in high school, and that was in 2010 when I graduated. So I've been living here for quite some time. But this area in Chesapeake, I started being here for like, it's been my third year living here. So it's a very nice, quiet neighborhood. So I'm doing okay with it. It's unusual because, I used to live with my family and now I'm on my own with my two kids who are probably going to be teenagers this year. I'm going to have a 13 and 14-year old. I had my son when I was 19. Right after high school, I had him. And then probably some months later, I was pregnant with my daughter. I was 20 when I had her. So they grew up with me and I grew up with them because it was a learning process dealing with that. But you have a support system, and I'm lucky to have a support system that wanted to make sure I was okay. So I'm appreciative of that as well. And I tell people every time, have a support system. So what made me want to come on social media is because I always been a quiet kid, a reserved kid, a person that's always hold my tongue. I always just been like, okay, I'm just do what I gotta do and get out. And over time I realized, no, also I was in a 10-year relationship with my kid's father, and over time it's just I lost myself as a mom, as a woman. I'm just here. I'm a mom. I'm somebody's girlfriend. I'm just here, not me. And I didn't feel good about me. And then my ex left me for someone else and got married around 2018. That was our 10-year mark, but it made me learn some things. And I'm grateful to learn those lessons and realize shoulda, woulda, coulda, but can't do nothing about it now. So what I am trying to do is get out of my shell, learn new things, learn new possibilities. I'm also thinking of becoming a mental health advocate. I do have depression and anxiety. I had these disorders since I was about 13, 14. And that was a long process of wanting to harm myself and being upset about things. Do I feel that way now? Absolutely not. Sometimes I feel like I don't belong on this planet. I don't know my purpose. Why am I here? And I get very frustrated about it, but don't mean I want to just, myself. So that's another thing people need to understand with others. So don't judge people. I try not to judge people because it's not fair to judge others. It's never fair. And I don't know nobody's situation. So I try to do the best I can to understand both sides of a situation. But if you do have those issues and you know it can't be helped, try to get as much help as you can. To me, I want to be a mental health advocate as well. I wanted to know my son is autistic. I have an autistic child, and then I have a daughter who has generalized anxiety disorder. And I think she might have PTSD as well because of a traumatic experience that happened to her over the years that I didn't know of. But I want to be able to have that platform to better understand what goes on with the mental. I know a little bit about psychology. Being a medical assistant, you have to talk to people. You have to de-escalate the situation. You have to learn what goes to a person's head. You can't judge them. You don't know. Nobody knows what's going through this person's head. And you want to do the least amount of damage possible to help a person. Because if you don't know their trigger, you could set off something and we're not going to know the outcome until too late. And we don't want that to happen. Also, with the stigma of mental illness, especially in like minority communities, it seemed like a lot of people tend to sweep it under the rug as if, oh, that's nothing. You're fine. Don't worry about it. You're fine. And that could mess people up down the road. That's why there's so many people who are angry, holding it in, don't know what to do. They end up harming themselves anyways, and they hide it because they didn't get the proper help they need. Therapy is seen as a bad thing. Children get essayed, and people just say no, and then it happens to the next generation. I want to break generational curses. I want to make sure that my kids are ready to be the adults that are ready for the world without having to deal with so much on their plate. And mental illness is such a big plate to have, and it's a huge hurdle to go over because not everybody knows how to handle real life situations with mental illness. People mask it. A lot of autistic people do mask it. I myself might be neurodivergent. I don't know. But my whole thing is I'm going to try to blog not only, I'm doing my mental health as well as my physical health. I'm type 2 diabetic, so I want to make sure to do the best I can to get myself back into where I used to be. At one point in time, I was doing very well, but I let stress get to me, and I end up going overboard again, especially with binge eating. So this is me right now, and I'm hoping to journey or film this journey of myself getting better time at a time. Might do some videos about my experiences as a medical assistant. I do want to get my, like I said, I want to get my master's in public health. I want to work with the CDC and the World Health Organization, because these are two important organizations, especially with people getting sick. I feel like regardless of whether the WHO is not with us or with us again, I still want to be able to work with these organizations. So I'm hoping that everyone who decides to join me into my little journey, I'm trying to support as much people as I can. Like on TikTok, I have 5,000 followers. I try to engage with everybody. I'm always been like the person to be like, hey, have a great day. I hope you have the best day. Stay hydrated, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive. Your mental is as important as your physical. So I'm hoping that, like I said, I'm not perfect. Ain't gonna see a lot of editing because I can't afford to edit it yet. So it's gonna be me and it's gonna look trash sometimes, but that's the reality of it. You get better, you practice, do more, have fun with it. So with that being said, I hope that everyone is having a wonderful day. Like I said, for me, I think I'm not even going to say what day it is, but I hope y'all have a wonderful day regardless of what day it is. And we're going to keep it pushing, keep it moving. Make sure your mental and your physical are in good shape. If not, it's okay. It's okay not to be okay for a few seconds. Just don't stay that way. Work on it. Stay blessed. And I'll make another video. We'll see what happens.